Supervisor Askew is in attendees, needs to be moved over.
We'll move her over.
Supervisor Lopez needs to be moved over.
He was, thank you.
And Supervisor Alejo needs to be moved over.
Supervisor Lejo, needs to sign into Zoom because I keep on getting that error message.
Well, I think he's in attendees. He's raising his hand.
I'm not sure if he signed into Zoom, but maybe he went over right now.
Okay.
Do we have the phone number handy for someone to join by phone?
Supervisor Askew, it was in the invite.
Valerie, Supervisor Alejo's raising his hand again. He's over in attendees.
Yes, I'm trying to promote him, but it keeps on giving me an error message like it was doing the other day when he wasn't signed in. So I'm not sure what is going on. I'm trying to get him over.
Who are you looking for?
Supervisor Alejo is in it. There, he can speak now.
Okay. And Supervisor Adams is having trouble logging in. Her internet's still down. So I'll try to send her the link for this one.
Thank you. My laptop was giving me problems here, so I have to jump by using my phone.
Thank you, Chair. I see everyone except Adams and Church just yet.
Supervisor Church is trying to log in right now. Let me send them both the link.
Thank you.
Chair Alejo, we will need to make two separate findings when we're ready to proceed before we can adjourn into closed session, and I'll walk you through that.
Yes, sir.
They have the links now, but they were having trouble connecting, so it might just be a bit.
Thank you, Sonia. Supervisor Church is now on, just waiting for Supervisor Adams.
Valerie, can you see if you see Supervisor Adams there?
She is not here.
Not yet, maybe coming in just as a phone number, not identified as a,
I see a 931 phone number if that's her.
it's yes, that's her.
I can't move her over as a panelist because phone numbers cannot be moved over as panelists, but if that's her, she's here.
Yeah, she's here then. So let me just double check and make sure she can. Let's see.
The code to unmute is *6. Is that correct?
Yes.
Mary, if you're with us and you hit *6.
I think the clerk needs to let her unmute.
I asked her to unmute and she is not on now. I don't see the phone number anymore. She's still not back.
Chair Alejo, we have 4 supervisors present. In the interest of time, do you want to get started just for purposes of the open session?
Yeah, we will do that. Thank you, everyone. Tonight we are calling a special meeting of the Monterey County Board of Supervisors due to the emergency situations happening in all over our county. I'm going to call the roll first of all, and then I'm going to pass it to our county council, who has to declare some findings for us to be able to meet in this fashion today. Madam.
Yes, good evening. Let the record reflect all supervisors are present appearing via video conference, and Supervisor Adams will join open session shortly.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Chair. And for the record, this is an emergency meeting, not a special meeting pursuant to the government code. And the first thing I need the board to find is some findings related to being able to meet remotely rather than in person, pursuant to AB 2449, Government Code Section 54953. The legislative body may use teleconferencing where the body holds a meeting during a proclaimed state of emergency for the purposes of determining by majority vote whether, as a result of the emergency, meeting in person would present imminent risk to the health or safety of attendees. And we have been informed today about the serious flooding events that has endangered travel to and from Salinas and surrounding communities. And it would be, in my opinion, an imminent risk to the health and safety of the supervisors and any attendees to be out on the road tonight. So I'd ask the board to make those findings that will allow us to continue to meet remotely this evening during this emergency.
Lopez, so moves.
Do we have a second, please?
Ask you second.
Okay, I'm going to give an opportunity to the public, if there's any members of the public who would like to comment.
Supervisor, I have Supervisor Adams on my cell phone. She could hear as well.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much for that accommodation. CAO De La Rosa, do you want to make some comments here?
Just briefly, we are wanting to meet with the board and provide a briefing. We have sent it detail out to the media as well. And also to the public through our social media, trying to keep them up to speed on the orders that are in place and any warnings that we have in the community. And we really just a reminder for folks to heed those, any warnings that might be out there. So the purpose of this meeting is really just to provide an update for our team as a whole. Thank you.
Great. Thank you for that. There is a lot happening, a lot of urgency situations here, and we do have a Board of Supervisors meeting at 10:30 on Tuesday, and we hope to give an updated report to the public at that time. If not sooner, if there's other press conferences that happen before that. So with that, there's been a motion and second, so we can meet in this emergency meeting today. Madam Clerk, if you call the roll, please.
Supervisor Church,
Here.
thank
Yes.
you. Supervisor Lopez,
Yes.
Supervisor Wu Askew,
Here,
Supervisor Adams,
Aye.
and Chair Supervisor Lopez. I mean, Alejo, sorry.
Aye. And Supervisor Askew, that was an aye, right? Yes, okay.
Yes.
All right, motion carries. Thank you very much. Anything else we need?
Yeah, so, Chair, please, I just want to make sure that the board votes to affirm that this is an emergency meeting under Government Code Section 54956.5. And it is a dire emergency, which is defined in part as a crippling disaster that so poses a peril so imminent and significant that requiring legislative body to provide more notice may endanger the public health and safety or both, as determined by a majority of the members of the legislative body. And again, given the current conditions existing this evening and that will develop overnight, I would ask that the board make that finding so we can meet this evening.
Okay, so we need,
Lopez so moves.
okay, motion. Second by
Adam, second.
Thank you very much. Let's take this to the public again on this second motion. Is there any members of the public who would like to speak on this motion as described by our county council?
There is no one in chambers and no hands raised.
Okay. So can we have a roll call vote then?
Supervisor Church,
Aye.
Supervisor Lopez,
Yes.
Supervisor Wu Askew,
an aye.
Supervisor Adams,
Aye.
and Chair Supervisor Alejo.
Thank you, Chair. And just for the record, the board will be adjourning into closed session under Government Code Section 54957 to discuss the conditions of the emergency. I do not believe there will be a report out from closed session this evening.
Thank you very much. If there's nothing else by anyone, then we will recess to closed session, and there will not be a readout afterwards. Thank you very much, and we invite the members of the public to join us on Tuesday at 10:30.